We got a 2011 Chevy Malibu. 1112 is the same. This is 2.4-liter engine. I scanned the vehicle yesterday and I ordered a part. I want to show you guys. You have a code. It says P0013 exhaust cam position sensor circuit. Okay, so code like this is simply your cam sensor. So what we're gonna do is let's pull this off. Let's turn the key off here. Order the cam sensor original. This part number here is GM part number 126747004. Okay, and that's what it is. And there's a serial number here. So inside you're gonna have a cam sensor with a little bolt. It's a 10mm. So let's get this job going. So we're doing the cam sensor. Okay, I want you guys to, before anything, make sure you check your oil level. If your oil is pretty low, you will have cam and cam. It could be intake or exhaust. So here's our intake right down here. This is the intake manifold. So you got a cam sensor for the intake over here. It's the same procedure to do this one. Part number might be different. I'm not sure about that, but check that with your parts department. But we're gonna be doing the one in the back. So we do need to take off this little guy. Let's remove this oil cap here. We need to pull this off, and we need to remove this guy right here. Or you could take the, well, we're just gonna take this guy off right here, and we got a pipe right here, so we're gonna take both of these off. We went and got this flathead screwdriver. We're gonna just simply take this guy off right here, loosen it. Okay, just loosen it. And sometimes you have to just pry a bit because the plastic over time will get sticky anyways, and it won't come off that easy. So just try to pry a little bit. Let's take off this clamp. Okay, this is plastic. You don't want to break anything. Go easy on it. And even this one is going to be sticky. So if you try it with your hand, if it come out very good, just take your time and slow. Okay, the whole the housing here, this plastic covered, all it is a grommets. So they sit in here, 1, 2, should be more than that, more than 2. Okay, I guess the other side sits here. So anyways, we got our cam sensor right back over here. It's gonna be hard to see, but it looked the same. So what we're gonna do here is, on the back end, we're gonna pull this green tab back. Okay, just like this, and pull this green tab back, then squeeze it and pull off the connector. So we're gonna do the same thing. It's submerged in oil, so that doesn't look good to me. Okay, so once that connector is off, let me clean up my hands to get that connector off, and I will show you exactly what I'm doing in the back on this sensor right here, but it's pretty much the same job. So what I did was, took a little pick such as this. This is the little guy. Just go right over here, and you're gonna pull on this green tab, and then you squeeze on that connector tab, just like so, and you will be able to remove this connector just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back in. That's what I did in the back end. Very simple. I got the connector out, as you can see right here. The connector is out. So now it's time for me to go get a number 10mm and probably a wrench or a ratchet with it. Okay, so I went and got this number 10 right here. So what we're gonna do is, you see this bolt right down here on this sensor, and you guys can see right there, it's the number 10 on this sensor. So it's pretty much the same in the back end. This is the intake, the exhaust is in the back. So you can reach in there just like that and turn this baby counterclockwise. Okay, very simple. So I'm gonna do that in the back end, and then we will come back with the camera. I'm gonna have to put both of my hands in there. Okay, so it wasn't a very good idea with this, but let's walk over to this side. I'll put my light in there. From right here, you can see the whole thing. So I got me a gear wrench instead. And there's the 10mm right there. It's kind of hot, so let the engine cool off. So I'm gonna get it from right there. I'm gonna get it off, and then we will pull the sensor off. Okay, I got the bolt off completely, and the sensor just fell off, and the bolt fell down. So this is what the sensor looked like. Look how dirty that is. So we're gonna tell the customer for engine flush or something down the road. But this is what this baby looked like, and you got the code. Anyways, let's put in the new sensor. Okay, now the critical part. We got the new sensor here. Let me show you guys the old sensor. Let's bring out the old sensor. So there's our old sensor, and see, just make sure they look the same. The length and everything is the same. So we got our new sensor and the old sensor here. Anyways, comes with the new bolt. Let me put this baby to the side, and make sure you put a little bit of oil around this seal here. And when you put this in, make sure it goes click. You feel that punch to it. The seal snaps in. Okay, so you're not gonna be able to see me do it, but go back there, get it in there, and then turn the bolt. Anyways, when I'm done, we should be able to reset the light. Okay, so it took me less than 10 seconds to snap the sensor in. If you can see it, you know what, let's come on to this side because things are hard to see. Okay, you see it right there? I got the sensor in there and the bolt is up sitting it, and I caught a couple of threads. Okay, hard to see. You can push this pipe back, okay, a bit. Don't go crazy, don't break it, and make sure your car is nice and cold, because my car is kind of warm and I feel the heat. Exhaust is right next to it. Don't burn yourself. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna tighten up that bolt, and then we're gonna clean up the connector and smack it right back in. Okay, got the bolt on it, and I am just gonna tighten it by hand here. Bada bing and bada boom. All done. I'm gonna go get some cleaner for electrical connectors and clean out that connector. Okay, so we got this cleaner here. Okay, this is for connectors. So we got oil on this connector. This connector is heavily submerged in the oil. Probably the seal on the connector or the sensor itself will leak. Anyways, let me try to bring this baby out. You see what it look like from there? So all I want to do is I want to spray a couple of these sprays on it. That should take care of that. It will evaporate really quick, and give it a good 2-3 minutes. Let it dry off and connect it back in. Once you're done, you see this tab I showed you, this green tab? So it's gonna be out like that. So make sure you stick it back in. It's gotta be out when you're connecting it. It goes click, you will feel it click, and then push the green tab. Okay, so it's dried pretty quick, so this thing is dry. You know what, let me spray the back of the connector as well, so we get 100% cleaning there. Okay, all right. So if you got some kind of grease, they do sell greasing for these connectors, and if you have that, put that on and stick it back. Anyways, I'm gonna give it a moment for it to dry. Okay, once it's all nice and dry, you take your connector, stick it in there. It's hard to see, I know that. You should feel the connector should not come out. If it comes out, no good. So what happened here is my connector don't want to go in. Okay, it's not the green tab. Green tab is back, so I'm gonna have to just push a little bit harder and see how that works out. Okay, there you go. And push the green tab in, and you're locked in. Okay, the connector is not gonna come out. Try to pull it out, try to grab it, pull it out. It should not come out. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching my video. Put on your cover, put on your tubing, lock this baby up, make sure your oil cap is on once you have the cover on, and that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. So all we used was, we didn't even use this. We used a flathead screwdriver, a pick, a plier, and a number 10 wrench. That's it.